Preseason week 1 for the Giants is in the books, and on today's show, I'm going to give you my biggest winners and losers following the dub over the Buffalo Bills. But if you're still enjoying that Giants victory, that 1-0 feeling in the preseason, hit that thumbs up icon. I'm excited about this team. I think it's going to be a good year. Welcome in to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let's dive into it. My biggest winners and my biggest losers following the win over the Buffalo Bills. It's just the name of a segment. None of these guys are losers, but we got to tell you who played well and who did not. My biggest takeaway was the Giants had 4 quarterbacks that all played relatively well. I thought Russell Wilson looked good. We know Jaxson Dart made some splash plays. He looked good, played better than I ever could have thought he would have in his preseason debut. Jameis Winston threw a nice touchdown to Gunnar Olszewski, and even Tommy DeVito looked good under center. Let's start with Russell Wilson. That first drive of the game, I understand that there were some checkdowns, but he was moving the chains. He was taking care of the football. He did not make errant throws. He did not put the ball in harm's way. And when he had to throw it downfield to Wan'Dale Robinson, he connected for what was maybe a 12 to 18-yard comeback. Look, it's hard to operate with the starters as a starting quarterback when you don't have Malik Neighbors and when you don't have Darius Slayton. So your top 2 receivers weren't out there, and I still thought he looked good. He looked in control. He looked like a veteran. I felt like I was watching a veteran play quarterback, and it just felt different. I wasn't waiting for the snap, here comes a bad play moment for my quarterback like I have in the last 6 years. It was good to see Russie under center. Jaxson Dart was awesome as well. Cool, calm, collective, confident, a little bit cocky. That's what you want to see out of him. We came into this game talking about how I just want Jaxson Dart to get a little bit better every single snap. And I felt like he left the game much better than he was entering this game. The touchdown to little Jordan Humphrey was awesome. Put that on the money. Got to be hyped up about that. I loved the pocket mobility as well. He felt like a leader out there. They ran some no-huddle offense. The touchdown that he threw was against the first-team defense for the Buffalo Bills, and he orchestrated a 2-minute drive to close the half to put 3 points on the board. If it wasn't for a couple of drops from his receivers, that would have been closer to 14, 15 completions for maybe almost 180 yards. And he showed off the wheels as well. An underrated athlete, had that 19-yard scamper on the QB keeper. You got to be pumped up about what Jaxson Dart brought to the team on Saturday. I'm ready to watch him play football again. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do it again. Jameis Winston, I thought, looked good as well. Same with Tommy DeVito. 14 throws for DeVito, 73 yards and a touchdown. Winston had that laser of a throw to Gunnar Olszewski on that quick slant, that little RPO play for a touchdown. Like, we used to not have any good quarterbacks, and I'm not going to go as far as to say as DeVito is a good quarterback, but I was confident in all of those guys. I think some people are overreacting to the checkdowns from Russ. He took care of the ball. He got the ball out quick, and he was playing point guard. I was fine with how he played. Winston took care of the ball, as did Jaxson Dart. Good stuff from the Qs in the first preseason game for Big Blue. Another winner for me, Abdul Carter. Like, I understand he didn't play all that much. 6 plays in totality is what he played, but he made every single one of those count. He was in for 3 run plays and 3 pass plays. And on every single pass rush snap, he won the rep, and he created a pressure. And he created that pressure in under 2.5 seconds. He's a special player. He moves different out there. The Giants' defense felt mean, fast, aggressive, and physical when he was on the football field. And, like, I understand he only played a little bit, but he reinforced what we already felt about him. A game changer, a game wrecker, and a special talent. Like, he's going to be good. I don't need to see any more preseason games. I don't care what Jeff Schwartz says. I don't need to see him play any other snaps of football for me to declare that he's a damn good football player. That's what he is. And it's going to be even better when you see number 97, number 5, number 0, and Chauncey Golston all out there at the same time. So good stuff from Abdul Carter in his first game. Got to be pumped up about him and Jaxson Dart. I also want to give some love to my man Turbo. If you've been watching this show for the past couple of years, you know that I am a big Dante Turbo Miller fan, and I thought he was awesome. He has something in his bag that other Giants running backs do not have. The ability to go 0 to 60 like that. He's quick, he's explosive, and he's got the long speed. Another thing I didn't talk about with Dart was his ability to set up the screen and throw a catchable pass on the screen pass to his running back. Dante Miller was the beneficiary of that. He had a 10-yard run, but he was awesome in the screen game as well. 7 grabs for 80 yards and an 18-yard catch, over 100 yards, all-purpose for him. I'll take that every single day of the week on 17 touches. Dart did a really good job maneuvering in the pocket, throwing those screen passes, had to one time throw it over the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman, and Miller was able to catch it, turn upfield, and go eat green grass, man. I'm pumped up for him. And with Eric Gray on that PUP list and Devin Motor Singletary kind of already locked into being the veteran of this room, I expect to see a lot more Turbo Miller the rest of preseason. Like, I don't know if we're going to see Cam Scatterboo. He's dealing with a little bit of a hamstring injury. He was working on the side at practice on Thursday, so maybe we get some Scatterboo reps in week 2 of the preseason. But I'm cool with watching Dante Turbo Miller go to work. Hopefully the Giants' offensive line can provide more of a push in the run game, because there's a crease and there's a hole. He's going to hit it, and good luck. You might be seeing him throw up the peace sign down the sideline. I was really impressed with the rookie offensive lineman. I can't call him a tackle, and I can't call him a guard because he plays every single position on the offensive line. Played right tackle and left tackle in his preseason debut. That's Marcus Bowe. He was awesome, man. And we're going to talk about James Hudson later. It will not be in the winners department. I think that he should have the opportunity, if Andrew Thomas is going to continue to miss time, to be that starting left tackle, to play next to John Runyon and alongside JMS, Greg Van Roten, and Jermaine Illuminor. Liked what I saw from Bo. Good player, sound fundamentals, light on his feet, good athlete. Like, I'm pretty high on him. I also got to call Mike Kafka a preseason week 1 winner. He was on the play call for the Giants. He was acting as the offensive coordinator. I think he's going to call plays this year for the Giants. And I thought he did a damn good job. Like, I was pumped up with the plays that were being called. I was pumped up with the execution, the down and distance, the aggressiveness, letting your quarterbacks cook. I was happy with Mike Kafka. A couple of bonus winners for me. I got Montrell Washington as a winner. I know he had 2 drops, but he had a big-time play, a 29-yard catch where he showed the yards after catch ability. He can get loose with it. He's an athlete. He hit that Chris Berman. Whoop! He looked good. Showed off that he could be a punt returner as well. He's trying to fight to make this roster, as is Lil Jordan Humphrey, who had 2 catches for 36 yards, including that touchdown that was thrown inside of his pocket. He put it inside the hoodie pocket for Lil Jordan Humphrey. He had a pretty swaggy touchdown dance as well. Shout out to Lil Jordan and Montrell. And I got to show love to Gunnar Olszewski. He looked good with Jameis Winston. They've started to build a chemistry in practice so far. He had a nice play on a slant over the middle. Good hands catch. I believe he had to leave the ground to get it done as well. Good showing for him. And Thomas Fidone, my guy, 3 catches, 22 yards, had a really nice catch in the middle of the field where he had to climb the ladder to go get it. And then another time when they went for 2 after the, I believe it was the Olszewski touchdown, or maybe it was after the, I don't remember which after touchdown it was, but he caught a 2-point conversion where he went up and absolutely mossed the defender. Showed off that athletic ability, showed off that he could be a pass catcher out of that tight end spot. A good showing for Fidone, and a good showing for a lot of New York Giants. We could have listed off a lot more winners. We'll get to the losers coming up in a second, but if you want free videos every day on your New York Giants, hit that thumbs up icon. We're live on the channel for every preseason game. We're live on the channel for every regular season game. Over 63,000 people tuned in for preseason game 1. It's going to be a lot more than that for regular season week 1. You're not going to want to miss it. So subscribe and turn those notifications on. Before we talk about the people that I felt like didn't play up to their best, this guy did. And you can get his jersey, which is on sale right now at this link, chatsports.com/dart. chatsports.com/dart. That link is clickable down below. I have James Hudson III as a loser coming out of this preseason game. He had a pre-snap penalty, and then he had a holding penalty on the first drive of the game, which ultimately cost the Giants 4 points. It felt like the Giants were ready to go punch it in with Russell Wilson leading the drive. Then a false start from Hudson, then a holding on the very next play, and they had to settle for 3. For a guy that's going to be competing for that swing tackle spot when Andrew Thomas returns, he's got to be a little bit more sharp than that. He's had a tendency to have pre-snap penalties called on him at training camp, and a wise man once said it, you practice how you play. And he practiced by committing false starts, and he played the same way. The holding was bad. I think it should be a competition. Marcus Bowe versus James Hudson for that left tackle job. I don't think he's a major loser coming out of this game, but Deontay Banks, I thought he just left a little bit to be desired. James Palmer, new receiver for the Buffalo Bills, got the best of him a little bit. There was another play where a backup wide receiver for Buffalo had a one-handed snag on him on the sideline, but it was ruled out of bounds. But Banks never turned his head around. I think it could have been called a defensive pass interference. I understand he forced an incompletion, but process over result. And the process was he did what gets him in trouble, not finding the ball. He also played the entire first half. Like, if Cordell Flott is healthy, I think there's a real shot he could be the starter. The Giants listed Banks or Flott as their starting CB2. Flott didn't play today, and if you got to play the full first half in year 3 after being a first-round pick, while Abdul Carter only had to play 6 snaps, it's probably not a good look for him. I believe in Banks. We need him to be that guy, but he's got to start doing it. Like, it's kind of just that simple at this point. So I don't think it's time to officially worry about him, but I'm not more confident in him than I was prior to the game. That's for sure. Second and third string run defense. I don't even know what the numbers were that we're going to show you coming up in a second, but I felt like there was one drive where the Giants' backup defense did not force the Buffalo Bills into one negative play. The stats are fine. You held the Bills. Stats are actually great. 15 carries to 58 yards. But it didn't seem like it. I'll go back and watch film again. The eyes, they don't lie, and they told me they were getting pushed around. I thought there was a lot of missed tackles as well. And whenever Mike White cooks you like he kind of did, it's probably not good. The backups for the Giants defense overall did not play all that well, and that's where we'll close this one out. My final losers, it's a buy one, get one free. O'Donnell, Fortune, and D. Williams. There was 16 seconds left in the first half. And Mitch Trubisky had the ball at his own 30-yard line. He uncorks a 65, 70-yard play, and it results in 3 points. You cannot get beat in that spot. And O'Donnell, Fortune was toast, and he cost the Giants points at the end of the half. And then D. Williams, he got cooked by KJ Hamler, who was wide open on a post route where Mike White hit him rolling to his right. It was way too easy. D. Williams and O'Donnell Fortune, they struggled today, letting up some big plays on the back end of that defense. And I think Nick Jones also got beat a couple times as well. Giants DBs and young guys, they didn't play all that well. We know that they're thin at this department, so not the end of the world. Overall, though, a very good start for the New York Giants. They felt fast. They felt physical. Felt organized and a little bit different. A little bit different than what we had seen the last couple of years. I don't know if that's Russ. I don't know if that's Abdul Carter, Jaxson Dart, a collection of all of those guys. It felt fun, and I had a lot of fun watching this team play football, and I haven't felt that way in a long, long time. I don't really even care if it's preseason. I remember last year doing preseason watch parties and feeling like the season was done before it even started, that Houston Texans game. I don't feel that way anymore. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram @MarshallGreen_.